Children, life is so fragile. Recently, we lost our Indian classical vocalist Pandit Jashraj, who himself was a school of thought in Indian classical music, and he belonged to Mewati Gharana of India. I am in deep grief as my morning used to start with his devotional music. So here I remember one of the very popular saying of our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, who always used to say that live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. So meaningful. So children, I am keeping my promise that one day I will take up a class on biofuels, which is very contemporary topic for today's world. Why I am saying contemporary? Because this is a good substitute of the fossil fuel, which is a non-renewable source of energy, because the biofuels are prepared from the renewable organic matter, and that is why this is one of the renewable source of energy. This is the best part of it, and it is less polluting. So let's start gaining knowledge about the biofuel. In my today's class, I have brought some very surprising ideas about the biofuels, children. So listen carefully and try to learn and gain knowledge from it. First of all, try to know that what is biofuel. Biofuel is a man-made fuel. First of all, I'll tell you. It is not a natural fuel, children, but it is prepared from the natural matter. It is prepared from the natural matter after it is derived from the natural matter and by the processing, industrial processing. So how we prepare it, that is our first objective to know about it, that how do we prepare how the production of the biofuel takes place. We will first try to know about it. So biofuel is prepared from the biomass. What is biomass? Do you know about it? Biomass is anything which is available in our surrounding and it is biological in nature. Biological in nature means it can be a plant product or animal product. So children, big question is that how the biofuels are produced. As I have told you that it is produced by the industrial process and some biological process. And what are the chief raw materials which are required to produce the biofuels? These materials are nothing but some plants. I will say plants. Either they are plants, but the plants should be energy crops. Energy crops means which we eat sugar, and sugar gives us energy. Sugar has what? Lots of energy in it, and that's why when we eat sugar or starch, we feel energetic. Because this is a energy plant which is sugar cane. Similarly, some more energy plants are like corn जिसको कि आप लोग भुट्टा या मक्का भी कहते हैं. That is also your energy plant. And then your wheat, because our main food is what? Chapatis, etc., which gives us energy. So these plants are used as raw materials to produce the biofuels. Not only the plants, but their body also are used as the your raw material. Apart from that, agricultural, commercial or domestic and industrial waste also can be used as the raw material for the biofuels, because they are also renewable. Because they are also renewable, and these wastes have some energy resources that can be developed by some industrial processes. You might have seen that the dustbins are always this type of awareness is generated that we should throw the biodegradable waste in one dustbin and non-biodegradable waste in another dustbin. Why? Because those type of waste which are biodegradable and non-biodegradable can be used separately to produce biofuels, children. This is truth. They both can be. From the biodegradable sources, we can make manures, etc. for the agricultural work, and from the non-biodegradable sources like plastic and all, energy can be produced. This is also one of the truth. So children, try to know that what is the importance of these biofuels in our day-to-day life. They can serve a good replacement for your fossil fuels, which are very less and highly expensive also. So biofuels are the good substitute of the fossil fuels. Children, fossil fuels are called mineral oils. Why we call it mineral oils? Because they are derived from the minerals which are inside the rocks. They are rock oil, mineral oil. I have told you during my class of coal and petroleum. At that time, I many time referred it as mineral oil. So that is why it is called mineral oil. And this is your bio oil. Why? Because it is obtained from the plant seeds, sometimes their body parts, etc. So what is its importance? It can be used at the place of these mineral oils, or maximum time it is used as the one of the blend of the mineral oil. What is meaning of blend here? Means we mix these biofuels in the mineral oil, and that's why the consumption of the mineral oil becomes less. Why? Because the biofuels, when burned, they give less carbon dioxide. They give less carbon dioxide, because you know that the carbon dioxide, when it is going very high in the atmosphere, it can do global warming, and that global warming is not good for our surrounding. It is melting the glaciers and making the temperature of the atmosphere higher and not bringing rain at the right time, etc. So it is our objective that we minimize the emission of carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, in the surrounding. And to do it, one of the measures, or you can say one of the safety measure that is used in our today's life is your biofuel. Mixing the biofuel in the petrol, diesel, gasoline, etc. So its importance in the transport sector is very high, because in the vehicles, in the smaller vehicles like cars, etc., and the bigger vehicles also, the ethanol, which is your one type of biofuel only, which is alcohol, also commonly known as, is used either alone. Sometimes it is used alone also, because it is a highly combustible substance and burns very uniformly like the petroleum products. So ethanol is can be used alone also, but maximum time it is mixed with the other petroleum products like diesel and gasoline. So the use of biofuel is growing very high, particularly in the big continents like the Europe, America, and in countries like Brazil, etc. So the biofuel actually represents around 3% of the road transport fuel use around the world. You will get surprised that around 3% of the road transport fuel is alone taken by the biofuel. This is very good, and its consumption is going higher day by day, which is a good initiative to save our environment from pollution. Try understanding about the types of biofuels. Children, first, basically there are two types of biofuel that is commonly used in our day-to-day life, and one is your ethanol, which is the most widely used biofuel everywhere. Ethanol, as I have given you idea that it is nothing but the ethyl alcohol. Its common name is ethyl alcohol. Is a very highly inflammable fluid, very highly combustible liquid, which has the formula C2H5OH. So here you can see that it is an hydrocarbon. It is a hydrocarbon, but it is not a saturated type of hydrocarbon, which is called petroleum product. It is what? It is you can call it a kind of hydrocarbon which is your petrochemical only. It will come in the category of petrochemical because it has an alcohol group in it attached with the hydrocarbon. So ethanol is produced by fermenting sugar. Sugarcane gives the sugarcane juice. Sugarcane juice is obtained, and then that sugarcane juice is fermented, and then then it is with the help of yeast, and then it converts into ethanol. Ethanol is your very widely used biofuel. It can be used from the sugarcane also, it can be used from the corn, or it can be prepared from corn also, it can be prepared from wheat also, but they all are fermented. That process of fermentation converts the actually glucose, because what is found in the sugarcane? Glucose, and that glucose converts into alcohol. by the process of fermentation. So this is used everywhere by mixing it in the petrol. So that ethanol is mixed with petrol, and then it is called as blended fuel. That blended fuel is very good for the vehicle because it gives very high mileage as well as less pollution. And this type of blended fuel, which is prepared by mixing gasoline and ethanol together, is also called flex fuels. Now come to the second type of your biofuel, that is your biodiesel. Biodiesel or HVO. What is HVO? It is a hydro-treated vegetable oil. Hydro-treated vegetable oil, in short also called as HVO, is the second type of your biofuel. Now try to understand how it is produced. Biodiesel is produced from the vegetable oils. That is produced, ethanol is produced by the fermentation of sugar or starch giving plants, but it is produced by the oil giving plants, children. So this is the basic difference. Vegetable oils, fats or greases, these will be the raw material for the biodiesel, and it is blended with diesel generally at low levels, whereas in the first type, ethanol is mixed at little higher percentage, up to 10% it is mixed in the petrol to make the flex fuel. Flex fuel have around 10% of ethanol, whereas in biodiesel these vegetable oils are mixed around 7% in diesel. That is why it is called what? Biodiesel. So HVO or hydro treated vegetable oils are what? Try to understand about it. It is actually the plant derived from the oil giving plants and produced through hydro processing. HVO is prepared by the process of hydro processing, children. Children, here I forgot to mention one basic thing, that what is the difference between biodiesel and HVO. Biodiesel is prepared by the vegetable oils, fats and greases, and it can be mixed in the oils or like diesel sector up to 7% only, whereas HVO, which is a hydro treated vegetable oil and is prepared by the hydro processing process, can be mixed in any limit. It has no limit restricted. There is no limit which is restricted to mix the oil. It can be mixed in any limit. So it is also commonly known as renewable diesel. Now try to know about, these are the two types of biofuels. Now biofuels in India, we are in our nation is India, and then we should try to know that what type of biofuels we are using in our day-to-day life. So India is actually producing and encouraging the production of a plant which is commonly known as Jatropha plant. Jatropha plant is an oil producing plant, children, and I am telling you more about it. So Jatropha plant seeds are very rich in oil, and it can be produced by the processing of the Jatropha seeds, and it is the best part of it is that it is used directly, and they are very rich in oil and they can be used directly after the extraction. And it is used commonly in diesel generators and engines. So the production capacity of, you will get surprised to know that the production capacity of this biodiesel in India is around 280 million liters per year. So it is also going as a good substitute of the non-renewable sources of energy, and that is your Jatropha, and government is trying to produce it and encouraging the farmers that they adopt the agricultural production of Jatropha plants higher day by day. So this was my special and short class on biofuels, children, and I tried to give you ideas that how in different parts of the world biofuel is actually getting used everywhere, and it is serving a good replacement of the non-renewable sources of energy and saving the environment.